Month. Welcome to the month of February. I'm trying to get my angles correct. Okay, this is cool. All right, let's go straight to the point. I hope the rest of the people are going to join us as we proceed. This is a new month, and we are starting a series today. And the series has everything to do with building a business and being able to get the most important activity in any business. By the way, if you can hear me, please give me 111. I needed to do the sound check. It's important. In the comments. Thank you. Okay, let me bring this up. Fantastic. All right. So the most important activity in the business is the ability to convert prospects into buyers. When you have something you are selling, ability for people to pay for it, or your ability to make that exercise happen is your biggest power. And that's really what proves the fact that you are in business. So being able to systemize that occurrence and also being able to scale it is what we define as real business. In the last few episodes, I talked about being able to do transaction is just an enterprise. It is not yet a business except you have leverage, which means you are not the alpha and omega of the business. There are other people, most often smarter than you, who are moving parts in order to make everything work together. So the moment you get to that spot where there is a system of people that works together to make sure that the business activities are carried out end to end, then you are in business. And most of the time, this is defined by scale. The size of what you are doing is what really defines a business. A wise man once said that a big business is any business that have 500 employees and above. So if you're running a business and your staff are not yet up to 500, you're still a small business. So it's a big business is when you have up to 500 people who are working together in different systems within that business organization to make sure that whatever it is you're trying to do gets done, then you are a big business. But business simply is just a leverage system, which is machines. Like, I'm trying to define system in a simple way. Different components working together to achieve a common goal. That is what we mean. Now, let's backtrack. The most important aspect of this whole thing is getting people to pay for what you have to sell, and not just a few people, getting as many people as possible to pay for what you have to sell. That is the meaning of business, the most important part of your business. So let's keep that in mind. Now, either you are learning a skill and you are building from you as a person being the business, or you are building a system powered by other people to provide solutions to the public. You have to be able to sell for you to say you are doing something that is worth your time. If you have product and nobody's willing to pay for it, nobody's willing to buy it, then you have not started. Something's fundamentally wrong. Or if you have a product and only a few people paid for it and no one else is willing to pay for it, then something's fundamentally wrong as well. You have to be able to get more people paying for your stuff over and over. Now, in my experience in selling things, I learned something very interesting. And I want you to please pay attention to this. That it is possible to have a product. I'm looking for a product. Okay, I have these biscuits here. It is possible for person A to be selling these biscuits and in a week, he has only 10 people buying these biscuits, one piece each. So means he's selling 10 pieces of these biscuits. Then person B is selling the exact same biscuits. Nothing is different. But in that 1 week, he's having 1,000 people buying 10 pieces each, which is 10,000 pieces of these biscuits is being sold. Person A is selling 10 biscuits. Person B is selling 10,000 biscuits. What really is the difference between person A and B, apart from the fact that one is A, the other one is B? They're selling the same product fundamentally, appealing to the same audience, most likely. But there is something about the approach of person B that makes more sale happen in his own shop compared to person A that is struggling to get by. So, if that is possible, it means that there are some activities between when the product is ready and when it is sold that must happen that can increase the volume of sales you have in whatever it is you have. Keep that on one hand. Let's also look at services. Let's say you are a web designer. There are web designers, or there are people who design websites who you will have to queue, be on a wait list before they are able to work for you because of the volume of clients that they have to serve part time. They are always overbooked. All right. Whereas there are some others who would even offer to do website for you for free because nobody is kind of interested in having them build a website for them. What do you think is the difference between the two? Are you with me? What do you think is the difference between the two? Why is it that there are 1,000 people selling a particular product in a particular niche? Let's say real estate. And one real estate company seems to be selling every day, whereas the others is feast or famine. Why? There is something I believe, and the people that work directly with me would understand this because we technically propagate it like we live it every time. There is this huge celebration whenever we make our first sale of anything we are selling. I think I drew Rere into this some days ago, yeah? Rere, remember? So there's this joy. And the foundation of that joy is tied to the fact that if one person can buy it, there are a million people like this one person out there who would also be interested in buying. So it's a proof that what we have, someone is willing to pay for it. So we're so excited and then we celebrate it. And, before you could say Jack Robinson, 7,000 people had bought the same thing. Oh, great. So the dynamics of selling your product or your service is not inherent, all right, in the product itself. The make of the product, like these biscuits, all right, is done. I don't know why they put three inside. Short bread, that be short cake. It used to be four now. No wonder. I should noticed this biscuit was finishing very fast. All right. This product is finished. There is nothing else that can be added or removed from it. All right. But why would somebody sell 10,000 pieces and the other one will sell only 10? Why? It is not about the product anymore. It's about what the seller does between the process of making the product and the point of people paying for it. Are you getting where I'm going with this? I'm taking you slow, so that you would know. You are not making money in your business. It is first of all not your product. That's not the culprit. That's not the the suspect. It's not first your product. The suspect is first what you do or what you did not do. Do you understand that? The suspect is not first of all your product. It is first about either what you do as the entrepreneur or what you did not do. So our activity or the things we can control is what is at the base of if what we are doing will succeed or not. And it's very important that we know this. So going forward, what therefore can you do that shifts the needle when it comes to revenue generation in your business? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sunday Income Masterclass, where I come every Sunday by 8 p.m. Nigerian time, right here on YouTube and on Zoom. For people who are on Zoom, hi, Zoom people, and YouTube people, hello. And then guide you on things you can begin to do to improve your income. And this is powered by Nexa. We're going to do some Nexa ad later, so that will be bringing Nexa up to do stuff. So if you're a Nexa member, you're learning 10 different skills. 9 of them are monetizable by client acquisition. One of them is a view aggregator. It's not about clients. But for the ones that are monetizable by client acquisition, it is important that after you have learned the skill, like the people who are learning vibe coding and website design with me, I show them Fiverr. The sheer number of people who are selling web design service on Fiverr was over 200,000 people that day we checked it. Now, why are you paying to learn a skill that there are over 200,000 people willing to offer it for as low as $80? I don't know if any of my students are here who saw that analysis that day. People are willing to build website for $80. Why are you still learning? You also want to go and join the pool of the 200,000 plus people. Now, if you expand that across the world, people who have learned web design, who can design websites, you're probably going to see several millions of people who have that skill, who are willing to even charge as low as $20, $50 to build it. But the reality is, why are you still doing it if there are a lot of people already who are offering that service? The answer is tied to the fact that there are many phone sellers or phone manufacturers or phone brands. How many of you know that? There are many phone brands, but we only know of 2 to maybe 4. But majority of you here are only familiar with 2, which are, can you list them in the comment? The types of phones that you know. All right. And there are probably 1,000 phone sellers or phone brands out there. But you all know 2 who are dominating the market. They are always fighting each other. Thank you, Olainka. iPhone and Samsung. All right. In recent times, some boys are trying to choke their neck. Even Google is not carrying last. They are trying to choke their neck. They are, they are Xiaomi. There are who are we? We are nothing but pencil in the hand of the creator. You know, different kinds of brands are out there. You all know all kinds of. There is Oppo. It's a kind of all kinds of phone, technology, Infinity, Vivo, nothing phone. So many brands. These are even the popular ones that you guys are mentioning. If you enter places like India and Japan, you will hear phone and you will fear. You will fear. How many of you remember that there was an era where we had phones that have TV? Anybody, please give me 444. If you remember, we used to have phones that have television inside. If you are typing 444 and you are not married, you're a wicked human being. Oh. Go and say yes to that guy or say yes to that lady. Nah. You are OG. Phone that has radio and TV. With stylus like this. It even has antenna. I own one of those. There was a day I was in class. I was in the university at that time. And we were having this, one of the wickedest lecturer in our school. So he teaches multi-departmental students in his course. So he uses a lecture theater. And so when the lecture theater, I was seated in front. If devil won't punish you, or if God won't punish you, allow devil to put you in. Somehow, I was seated in front and I had one of those phones and I forgot for whatever reason to put it on vibration or silence. And those of you who know those phones, you know that phones of today, they don't have speaker. You know that those phones then, you don't need deck, all these, what they call it, JBL. No, 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 no. Phones of those days, you can do party with it. You do DJ, shuku, shuku, shuku. They are so loud. So we were in the midst of the class with the one of the most wicked lecturer in my school, and I was seated in front on a lecture theater, probably containing 600 to 800 students at the time, fully. The guy was writing, class was quiet. I was also writing, I was in front, but the Lord did not. Long story short, somebody called me. Till today, I don't even remember who it was. And I had a ringtone there. This song was raining then. Chioma le, Chioma, Chioma le, pant, 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 pant. You know that song? So the next thing I just said, greng, greng, pant, pant, Chioma le, Chioma. That's how the old student just carry it. Chioma le, Chioma. Ah, the man turned back and said, who is that in the way I was vibrating? It was one of the craziest days of my life, but thank God all the guys that sat around me decided to cooperate and nobody ratted me out. So I would have been in serious trouble that day. But my point is, there was a phone like that that has the ability to do that. So, but people still make different phones, which means why there are thousands of people who are selling phones, some are still selling. I was just watching a documentary that said between when Samsung started their S series and iPhone launched in 2007, iPhone has sold 3 billion plus phones. And Samsung has also sold 3 billion plus phones. And those are not small numbers. Why are people buying Samsung phones? Why are people buying Apple phones and not Oppo or the other stuff? It is not because it is expensive, because that's counterintuitive. People should rather buy a cheaper phone, not so. But why are 3 billion people buying the more expensive thing and they are leaving the more affordable ones behind just because it is phone, it is Apple, and it is Samsung? Why? The reason is not the phone. The reason is what Samsung did. The reason is what iPhone did. We used to watch NTA on my phone back then. Oh my goodness. We watch Match, watch everything on the phone. It was amazing. So what the owners of those brands do is what makes people buy those phones. All right. I have a goal this year. I want to buy a phone. Excuse me. The last time I went to a dealership, they said they are not. I was in Nigeria then. So they said they are not selling the phone in Nigeria. That it's not meant for Nigerians. So I left. I said, okay, maybe when I get to the country I'm going to, I will look for it. At the time that I went to look for it in Nigeria, I didn't have the money for it too. I just wanted to go and look at it, touch it, and feel it. But I know that by the time the phone come out for people to actually buy it, I would have made enough money and I will buy the phone. So this is me making plans about somebody's product. The big question is why? This is a phone. This is a second phone. I already have 2 phones. So why would I want a third one? The question is why? It has nothing to do with the phone. It has everything to do with what the manufacturers of those phones did. Do you understand? So it is not about the product first. It's about what you do as the one selling the product. I've emphasized this enough. Do you catch it? All right. So what are the things you can do as the seller of a product or the owner of a product so that your stuff will sell massively? that is what I'm going to be dealing with this month of February. I call it the APC framework. The A, the P, and the C framework. Maybe I should call it ACP. Make it they sound like the Buhari and the Tinubu party. But the APC framework. All right, it's not political. This is just letters. What does it mean? And why does it matter? When we are selling the same product to similar people, why do they choose me over you? All right. Why do they choose me over you? So it is very important. Okay. So ready now, you can help me be closing anybody that is doing whiteboard on my screen. Thank you. Why is it important? Either you have a skill, you are selling as a freelancer, or you are making services, or you have physical product like this lovely biscuit. This biscuit will change your life. Whatever it is you are selling, it requires somebody seeing value in it and then paying what you are charging for it. There's something I wanted to say. I don't know how relevant this is, but I don't know why it came to my mind right now. Okay. Let me say it this way. Please pay attention to what I'm about to say. I don't want to sound spiritual. That's why I'm waiting. I'm looking for the right words to use for what I want to say. Okay, let me say it this way. There is a scenario, a situation whereby you know you should be making, say, $10,000 every month, but you are still struggling to make $500. You see the gap between $10,000 and $500, and you know you have great product to sell, but your income is small compared to what you desire, compared to what you know you deserve, and also what you want to be making. So you want $10,000, you have only $500, and you are doing everything possible to jump across that $500 to that kind of thing. So what you really need to do is to look for people who are charging their worth. Your problem is that you are afraid to charge your worth. You are selling a product of $5,000 for $50. So you're selling a product of $5,000 for $50, and you are struggling. And some people are buying, but those 10 people that buy, put it together, it's only $500. Whereas you could have had 10 people buy at $5,000 and you make $50,000. So the solution for you is to look for somebody who charges big and submit to that person to mentor you. The only thing you need is not knowledge, because you have the knowledge. What you need is to watch the person do their thing. Like, you need an experience. It's like a baptism. They insert you inside water. Watching them do their thing and watching it over and over, because something needs to adjust in your subconscious, in your mindset. It is not knowledge. Like I said, mental assent is there. You know the worth of what you are supposed to, what you are doing. But the reality is, when it comes to saying this is how much I want to charge, you cannot charge it. All right. So you need access to people who charge big so that they can baptize you with that ability to freely charge big. Because the day you begin to charge big is the day your life changes. That brings me to say one thing. When you have mentorship, you don't pay your mentor for knowledge. What you pay your mentor for are experiences that become superior knowledge after, because we all have generic knowledge about things and we can speak about it. God bless you. The reality is we do not have the results we desire in that field. All right. So the people who have the kind of results we would like to have, what they give us is not, because there's absolutely nothing that anyone can teach you really that is new. No, there's nothing I've said so far that is new to some of you. Some of you have even taught deeper stuff than this. But you might not be making the kind of money I have made in selling things online. Yeah, that's possible. So it means there's something I know in that regard that you need to experience. So watching someone closely do stuff is what changes everything. What I just shared, I am equally at a certain level where I'm experiencing it also. And it's crazy, it's annoying. So my fix is now I'm looking for somebody who is doing easily what I'm trying to do. And I want to watch them do it. I need to experience how it's done. So that it does something to my psyche that now allow me to shift into where I'm supposed to be. So I'm saying that to somebody who's listening to me right now. You know yourself. You've got products, you're making sales, but you're charging far less than it is worth. And because of that, you are struggling financially. There is cash flow, income day, but you are always broke. You're always not having enough. And the only fix is not another product. All right. The only fix is that you're charging $50 for a $5,000 product. So you need a deliverance in your mind to be able to believe that somebody is willing to pay $5,000 for your stuff. And they will not come and carry you with police tomorrow, because some of you, after you sold, you feel like you have stolen. You sold a product, but you are feeling like a thief. Like, this thing I just collected is plenty. Oh. No, it is not plenty. It is your mind that needs to be worked on. Okay? So it is very important, ladies and gentlemen, that you... Obama. Hey, this man, where have you been? It's good to see you. So you have to work on your mind to be able to get that flow that allows you to charge what you are worth. So find a mentor. The purpose of mentor is not necessarily to teach. A mentor gives you experience that translates into superior knowledge. I'm putting that back. A mentor teaches you or gives you experience, that translates into superior knowledge. A mentor necessarily does not teach you fresh stuff. In some cases, they might, but in most cases, people who appreciate mentorship are people who are not broke and poor. They are just not at the level they know they are supposed to be. For example, there are some of you here that you are a Nigerian and you are listening to me right now, and your annual revenue is over 100 million. You are not broke by a lot of standard, but you know that you should be at 10 billion. You know. So even though you're at 100 million, do you understand now? So you pay for mentorship not because you don't know how to make money at least you're making 100 million. But you're not making enough, you're not making your worth. And the only fix to that is an experience from or with or through somebody who's already past the level, and they impact you with that experience and now translate into superior knowledge. And that superior knowledge now becomes the software that runs you. And in 7 months, you pay somebody, let's say, $20,000, and in 7 months, you are making $1 million that you would not have made if that relationship or that encounter did not happen. So there are some people who are sitting on 100 million right now, and they don't want any dollar out of it to leave. But because of that, they are preventing themselves from 10 billion. I digress. Let's come back to class. Let's come back to class. I think I've delivered the message of the spirit. I can be free to teach now. Okay, he that has ear, let him hear what the spirit is saying to the church. Let's continue. So, we have the framework called the APC framework, which I've taught for a lot of time. It simply has to do with what you need to do as the entrepreneur to affect the rate of sales and conversion you have of your product. So it is not about the product, it is about what you can do. That's what I've established so far. So now let's get right into it. What does A stand for? What does P stand for? What does C stand for? I'm going to explain it briefly and connect it together. And then subsequently during the month, I'm going to go deeper into each of them and tie it together for you so you can be able to build something out of it for the stuff that you are selling. Before I continue, please, if you are listening to me right now, type in the comments the product you are selling. Type in the comment the product you are selling. Yeah. Okay, somebody selling food. Someone selling Nexa. I like that. Type in the comment, what are you selling? Digital products, fantastic. Yeah. Put it in the comments. Real estate, fantastic. Give it to me. Crypto classes, beautiful. Perfume oil, amazing. Art drawing, fantastic. Digital products, again, digital services. Unlimited ChatGPT prompt. Or ultimatel ChatGPT prompt. All right. David, video editing, yes. TikTok ads, okay, fantastic. AI powered website, fantastic. Go ahead. Digital marketing frameworks, okay. Is there anyone here that doesn't have anything they are selling? No product, no service. If you're here, you don't have a product or service, this is not your class. Prompt engineering. If you don't have a product or service, go to my YouTube channel and go and watch my old videos. They will teach you something. You can build something and have something to sell. All right. Executive assistant services, fantastic. Business consulting, fantastic. There are a couple of people that don't have what they are selling. So go and learn something. All right. Go and learn something. And by the way, don't sell your body. So some people say, I don't have any, I'm selling my body. If you sell your body, it will diminish. Award plaques, trophies, immigrant visa, services, real estate, etc. Crypto courses. Okay, fantastic. Keep dropping what you are selling in the comment. It's important. Either it's a product, if it's a service, just keep dropping them. Okay. So that product that you are selling, Facebook advert for business, funnel design, AI websites. I run Meta ad for businesses, also sell a Facebook ad course. Oh, fantastic. Laptop, iPhone accessories. I don't have any products I'm selling yet. All right. It is not bad. You have to work on that first. It's very important. But it's good that you're getting the knowledge of what I'm teaching now so that when you begin, it's easier for you to be able to build. I am selling your course. Oh, that's affiliate marketing. Fantastic. Pastor Bola, AI business consultant. Okay, fantastic. Okay. If you are part of Nexa, you automatically have 9 things you can sell. All right. You automatically have 9 things you can sell if you are part of Nexa, because there are a lot of skills there. You just need to learn and become good at them, and then you have stuff to sell. All right, let's get back to class. So, APC framework, what does this mean? For you to be able to get the most customers and get them over and over and be able to sell very, very big stuff, you need to understand the people that are supposed to pay you. You need to understand the people that are supposed to pay you. We call them your target audience. So I need you all to help me. Those of you who have written something you are selling, can you, in one sentence, could be a complex sentence or a simple sentence, type for me who your target audience is, not are, is. Yeah. Assignments. I mean, classwork. Type it. I want to read. Who is your target audience? The person that's supposed to pay you for the things you are selling. Person selling laptop, iPhone, and accessory. Who is your target? Person that is running meta ads. Who is your target audience? Okay. Somebody wrote small business owners. So the individual with desire for authentic handmade art piece. Okay. Social media manager. Someone said SMEs, affiliate marketer specifically. So somebody is selling something to affiliate marketer. Okay. Someone interested in learning crypto and how to trade. Okay. Small and medium business. Okay. SMEs who don't have a proper and an ideal brand ID. Like that. My target audience for food is basically a hungry person. Mary. Oh God, to this guy an avatar, a Nigerian 9 to 5 worker who doesn't have the time to cook and desire healthy meal. Now I like that second part. That first part, you should be a comedian. That cracked me up seriously. Oh my goodness. Do you know that only people who are the lowest of the lowest in the society actually buy food because of hunger alone? Majority of people can actually afford to pay for stuff, don't just buy food because of hunger alone. You agree with me, Mary? Chinaza? They buy food for other reasons. One of the reasons is the taste of the food. Another reason is the type of food. Because there's something about some people in Nigeria with amala and abula, even Igbos. There was a season in my life that a lady, Chioma, God bless her, was helping me. She had a camera. She would come to my house and record me. But she agreed to do that service for me, provided every time she comes to record me, I will buy amala and abula for her. She's not asking me to pay because I couldn't afford to pay at the time. But I just buy me amala whenever I come to shoot. And she's able to get Chioma. So when Chioma chooses to record me, it's not because she's hungry alone. It's because there is something about amala and abula, especially the Yao one in Wuye in Abuja, because it was in Abuja at the time. There's something about that amala that made grown-ups, politicians, take a queue, pick a plate and wash it and queue to get the amala. It is not hunger. Do you understand? So that amala seller knows their target audience are not Oh, they are hungry. There's food. No, 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 no. So we'll get into all of that later. I'm just reading through what you guys are typing. So Mary, thanks for cracking me up. All right. Digital marketers, my target audience is students and workers. Okay. A busy CEO who needs a second hand to manage his work. So he or she can be able to focus on only the things he can do. All right. That's what Vera is saying. Someone interested in decentralized finance. All right. Young individual, 15 to 30. Frustrated African youth who is looking to earn more, especially selling their digital skills. Fantastic. Really? What else do I expect? Those who are desperate to have their pain points resolved. Oh, fantastic. Pastor Bola, you know, that is very vague. It sounds interesting, but it's very vague. So, but anyway, that's why you're all in this class. So, by the time we are done this month, you will not be typing all the things you type so far. It will have improved. Okay? So let's take it step by step. I help roofing contractors. Companies add 15 to 25 plus booked appointments per month to their calendar. Now, this one has gone to attend some courses before. This is a, it's a very fantastic one. How do I read your name now? Real Adamu Idris. That's a very fantastic one, Adamu. All right. Um, an avatar who loves to smell nice and wants to feel glamorous. An award For an award plaque, the targets are schools, event planners, wedding planners, fantastic SMEs who struggle to lead with lead conversion and 24/7 availability as a business or service provider. Okay, entertainment, the viewers on YouTube. This is a faceless man. Let me leave you, I beg. Honestly, that's really something about. Okay, the Amala people. Early to mid career professional, typically 22 to 40, many of whom are Nigerians or Africans by origin, whether based in Nigeria, UK, or the broader diaspora. They are ambitious, they but unsettled on the surface. I beg, this your English is longer. I'm tired. Let me go to the next person. The target market for my research service are business seeking data-driven insight to improve decision making, including marketing, directors, etc. Where's confidence? I've not seen anything from you. Confidence, are we fighting? Yes, we're actually fighting because you are 1 week behind schedule on our contract, and I will come and open your secrets to everybody now. Oh yeah, type something. I don't know. Because I'll call you out. Yes, I will call you out. You are just there with your fine photo. You are not even typing, you're not commenting. And my project, I have not delivered it. That's the thing. I will let everybody know you are the one preventing their success. You are out. There's work tomorrow. You are doing party on Sunday night. Think I don't know. Okay, oh, no problem. At least you come to class. That's something. Some people do not come. The target market for my research service, data driven. Okay, I think I've read this. So fantastic. Thank you, everybody, for complying and typing your target audience. Some of you, in a long time, or maybe even ever, you never really had to think about this. All right. There are some people who have never really thought about it. Just know I have this product I'm selling, people should buy. But really, who are you trying to sell to? The number one recipe to failure in sales is trying to sell to everyone. Even Jesus Christ know that not everybody will get eternal life. If you don't believe me, the guy personally tried to get 12 people to be his followers so that he can hand over to them. 3 of them mess up. 1 decide to sell him and collect money. The other one denied him 3 times. I don't know him. I said, I don't know him. I said, I don't know him. That's our second one. The third one said, nothing that they tell me is a scam. This guy, he did not wake up. The only way I will believe is I see him and I chook hand inside his wound like this and I feel the thing. Now I go, no. Anything we say is a scam. These are people who have been within three people. So who are you now that your stuff is for everybody? Huh? You are not for everybody. You have to be clear who you are for. No matter how good you are, some people will hate you. There are people that hate me. Hey, me, I've always thought I'm a gentle boy, I just look simple with my pink lips. I'm just nice. But as people hate me with passion. Some of them can't even tell. Some of them be like, "Ah, I bought his course before, so I don't like his course," or "I bought his course before, I did not make money," or "He collected investment from me and I've not seen anything from it." What else? Different reason. I know I've not collected anybody's girlfriend, sha, but there are people who hate me with passion. And if you ask them, they will sound stupid trying to explain why, but they just can't stand this guy's cause I'm having. Some, maybe because they feel, okay, this guy is doing fine, so I'm not doing fine, so I just hate him. Different reason. I used to think that I can be careful enough, I can be sweet, that everybody will love me. Today, it doesn't shock me. Even people who have eaten in my house, they go publicly to say crazy things. This human. So, not everybody will love me. Not everybody will buy my stuff. All right. But who are the people? If you don't have pink lips, I don't know. Who are the people that are supposed to buy my stuff that I am targeting? Those are the people that are important to me. There are many people who don't like Tinubu. They hate him for a lot of reasons. But no matter how much they hate him, the guy is still their president and there's nothing they can do about it. The people who hate Donald Trump. I mean, a very old-time friend of mine was threatening to defriend me because I like Trump. The reality is, he's still the president, either you like him or not. So, understanding that no matter how good you are, there are always going to be people. I mean, Jesus only scored 7 over 12. How many over 12? 9 over 12. So, it practically scored about 70% or 80%. Who are me? Who are me that now want to score 100%? What's the name of this guy? Yinka Ayefele, that guy is a thief. A very, very clever thief. He sang in a song. He said if 80% of people likes him, he leave the remaining 20% to be, as that's too generous. Ọ̀gá Yinka Ayefele, tó o bá rí 40% tó ti fẹ́ràn rẹ̀, wọ́n máa gbádùn lọ. Fi 60 yòókù kan máa gbé mú. Simple as that. Sorry if you don't understand Yoruba. But if you can find 40% of people like you, hey, you are blow. You have blow. Some of the people that work with me that are like my families, they hate Ronaldo with a passion, and I don't know what Ronaldo did to them. Ronaldo is a freaking billionaire, for crying out loud. You are still struggling to build your first house, and you hate Ronaldo that much. They love Messi. I support Ronaldo. I'm necessarily not a supporter of Messi, but I don't hate on him. I don't, I still like the boy. So, but some people are just. So, if Ronaldo now see the way Messi people hate him, or Davido see the way Whiskey people hate him, you get where I'm going. The way we have it in human liking or not liking, because likability is part of the ingredient for buying your stuff. People don't like you, your brand. They don't buy from you, Shike. Now they buy from someone else. Okay, so it's very important for you to know that you can't sell to everyone. And the foundation of that is you need to do your research to be very clear who exactly you are supposed to sell to. Who are the people you made your stuff for? Who are they? You need to know so much about them. Okay? And you need to be able to describe them in a simple statement. And that statement becomes your guide, because when you know who should buy, you know what to say to them. You know where to find them. You know how to get them to buy your stuff. But when you don't know, every strategy becomes a strategy for you, and you keep on losing money. So it's very important. Please get it. Nobody gets 100% in this life, unfortunately. Even God Almighty does not get 100% of the creature he creates. Devil is still part of them. So that's the fact of life. Now, I'm bringing that into business. We need to know, since I can't sell to everyone, who then am I going to be able to sell to? Who then are the people that I want to sell to? Who are my target audience? Who are the people supposed to buy from me? All right. So that is the key thing. For example, I do personal branding. I don't even believe that everybody should build a personal brand. I used to think like that before. As a matter of fact, as far back as 2 years ago, I thought everyone needs a personal brand. But right now, if you ask me, not everyone needs a personal brand. Some of you don't have any business building anything called personal brand. Yeah, I said it. Come and beat me. Some of you don't have any business building it. And that's why we have an awash of charlatans online setting camera and with this mic or what sure mic don't do for this life. In the name of podcast or whatever, they have copied all kinds of strategy. People empty in the head, empty everywhere, and they want to be doing personal branding content. It's not for everybody. All right. So I have come to that realization. And out of the few people that I believe should build a personal brand, I'm focusing on 3 categories. Number 1, you've done like 5 years minimum in a professional career. You've had experiences, you've built stuff, you've done stuff, you've created stuff in a professional career. So you have an opinion to share about that. For example, you've been a medical doctor for 5 years minimum. You have dealt with different patients, you've seen things, you have important information to give to the public who will prefer to hear it from you in your style based on your personality, and they are going to be helped, they are going to live healthier, they're going to have a better life, and the fact that they are healthy to affect other people that will affect the community eventually. So you are doing the Lord's work. If your name is Aproko Doctor and you are using Kechi and Pius and Emeka to tell people medical things in a playful and comedic way that allow them to learn complex medical stuff that helps them live a better, healthier life. You get where I'm going with this? So, but you just listen to 1 or 2 doctors online, and then you said, oh, you know things about medicine now, so you want to become an health consultant. So you now set camera and mic, and you are saying these are 3 things you need to do if you are having menstrual pain every month. I don't know if anybody have noticed there's this new trend on TikTok and co now. They use AI to generate these animations that look like maybe food. Let's say bread that is talking and say, if you eat me every day, I am bread. You eat me every day. That's why something. That thing is cool. I love the few ones I've watched, but also is dangerous because it could easily mislead if they give information that is not real. And because they are packaging like that, people will see it and some people will go and run with it. Do you understand? Somebody, your cheek is scratching you. You go and type in ChatGPT, cheek is scratching, or Google, and they say, you have cancer. Because maybe because you have not had your bath. That's why it's scratching. But you go. So there is a need for people who have actually done stuff, who are professional to the core, to be the one going out to be talking in the name of yeah, there's on that way. It's a beautiful way to educate people. I love it. My only fear is what's the source of the information they are passing, really. That's my only fear. Do you understand? And we're going to have problems. Do you know why? Because they are going viral. And there are people like you and I All we want is anything that is going viral. I want to produce a lot of it so that I can get view and make money in the name of faceless TikTok or faceless YouTube. That's what's happening. I must have followed about 3 different accounts on TikTok making those content before I realized more. They are now sending my so when I plenty like this, it's a trend. I just stop. Anytime I see that, I scroll with speed because I can't trust the information anymore. Something as important as health related advice or nutrition related advice should only come from experts, so that if something go wrong, can go and hold them by the truth, not just some charlatans who wants to profit from the views. So when we're talking about personal branding, it's not just you just jumping in front of camera and mic and just talking what you don't know nothing about. All right. Personal branding is for people who already have a brand. They've done something and then they talk about the thing. All right. So it's very important. So that's the first category of audience that me I'm looking for. There are so many people that have done 5 years and above in a professional field. I have a friend that has done 12 years in the bank. In my own distance, you even know he admits that he's broke. He's making millions as per his level now, but that money he's making is small compared to what he could be doing. And he has a lot of things that he could share. So I'm trying to get him to come in front of camera and start doing personal branding content because he has the depth. Do you understand? So there are some of you who have done things. It's important. Okay. So let's keep that on one. And the second categories are people who have built a business that has cash flow. So you are selling a product or a service and you've had customers, you've been selling, you've made money, you've grown that business to some level, then you can start to build a personal brand, either to sell more of your stuff or to be known as an authority in that niche or any niche of your choice. So that's the second category. And the third categories are people who have made all the money they want to make. They just want to give back to people. Like Femi Otedola writing a book, he's not trying to make money from the book. He's only trying to give back to help a lot of people. There are people who read Otedola's book and they will be saved from suicide. There are people who read Otedola's book, they will be able to build $1 billion empire. There are people who read this book that never thought something good still remain in them, but they are going to bounce back. They have been great before, but they are down and they have almost accepted that now like this we go day. But they will read that book and they will bounce back and even become bigger than they used to be before their crash, which could have been something they caused by themselves or something they don't know anything about. It doesn't matter. But the reality is, reading Otedola's experience is going to boost some people's lives to make it better. So Otedola is always going to be they are always going to be in his depths. They may never meet him, but they will always never be able to finish their story without saying, I read the book. Now, lots of you here whose business story is not complete without referencing Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Anybody here? Yeah. That book shaped something in you and it led you to where you are. If you had not read that book at the time you read it, you probably would live a slightly different life that might be lower in income than you are currently. All right. So they have made money. They are not trying to make money with their content or their personal branding content. They just want to give back to the world. So these 3 categories are the people me I can help. Can help them with their process, can help them with their strategy, can help them with execution, everything. You see now that I am just graduating. I am finishing my NYC. I want to build a personal brand. Don't come my way. I beg you. You are not my direct target audience. Do you understand? I'm just starting life. I just started a business yesterday. You are not my target audience. Please go away. Do you get? I just finished learning a skill on Nexa now. I want to be. You are not my target audience. Go and watch 30 days challenge. To continue from tomorrow. Go and watch it. You are not for my personal branding stuff. So I know my sheep, and they hear my voice, and the voice of a stranger they will not follow. So that's the way it is. So the same way you need to know the people that you are selling to. Somebody says his own is Alex Omozi. His book, his content is helping the man. Okay. So before Moses started to make content, apart from his wishy-washy podcast that I used to do, audio podcast back in the days that nobody was listening to, the guy has sold the business for $42 million before he carry camera with his turkey lap and start to teach people business lesson. He has made $42 million. So somebody will just come and say, yeah, 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 you to go. He say, you are making. Anyway, let me just stop. You people, you will hear from me this year. you, you, you hear from me this year. So rather than building any personal brand, something, go and build something first. Go and build a business. How do you sell in your business? That's what I'm teaching you this month anyway. But there's what we call content for business. It's not personal branding content. It's content for business. And you don't have to be the one doing your own content for business. That's why it is not all the founders of businesses that stand in front of camera to advertise their product. True of us. They have a system for that. They have celebrities, influencers. They have marketing agency that handles all of that. You won't even know they're the one in charge. Their own is in B. So they are not coming to do content or personal branding to say, no, 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 no. So you can also build any business at any level without ever making content with your face or personally. But in 2026, your business needs content to sell online. But you don't have to be the one doing the content. Get it right. So there's a difference between I'm making content to sell my stuff and I'm building a personal brand. There are two different things. So personal brand is not for everybody. You must have done something first to build a brand. Okay. 10,000 hours. So let's get back to class. I'm rounding off now. APC, audience. Who are your audience? That's the first thing. We're going to be dealing with that. We started talking about pain point economy, so it's going to tie back into pain point economy. But the number two, which is the P, is the product. I'm tempted, to ask you again, what product are you selling? But let me ask you this way. What does your product do to your target audience? Please give me an answer in the chat. These exercises are supposed to push you to think. What does your product do to your target audience? What does your product do to your target audience? My product satisfies my audience. That's Mary, the food lady. It helps them discover, learn digital and AI power skill, and help them earn more, live better, and live on their terms. All right? My product makes my audience feel like they own something that is exclusive and cannot be replicated. Fantastic. I like the fact that you guys are thinking now. Some of you have never really thought about this. It helps them leverage the financial markets. It saves time, entertainment, makes more sale, visibility. Okay. My product help founders find bottleneck and improve sales and efficiency. This person is sounding like one of my students, though. It is well. Oh. To generate leads and make more sales online. My product helps sell my audience project online. To empower them with high demand skills and bring money, impact, and legacy to their table. It helps improve perception and impression. Okay. It makes them feel confident, feeling wealthy and classy. Fantastic. Keep it coming, keep it coming. What does your product do to your target audience? My product provides my audience with knowledge needed to start making money from their skill. I'm waiting more answer. What does your product do to or for the target audience? My product helps my audience reach a wider range of viewers on social media. By way of eye-catching content, it helps them remain consistent in posting. To build an online presence and communicate their messages without showing their face. Okay. My product improve health conditions and reduce their doctor's visits. Okay. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to find your own comments and scroll to where your own comment is. I'll give you 20 seconds to do that. Your own comment as per what your product does for your target audience. If you have found your own comment, I want you to screenshot it. Screenshot your comment. Okay. After screenshotting it, remain where that your comment is about what your product does. And I want you to look at what you typed. And ask yourself this question. How important is this thing I just wrote to that target audience I am trying to reach or that my product is meant for? How important is this? That's question one. How important is this thing I have written? Question two. How urgent is this thing I've just written to this target audience? How urgent? First is how important. Second one is how urgent. Number three, is my target audience even aware that they need this thing I have just written? Are they aware that they need this thing that I just written? Number four, how much in dollar is this thing I've written worth to my target audience? In other words, how much in dollar are they willing to pay to have this thing I've just written? How much are they willing to pay to help to have this thing that I've just written? Number five, how much are they losing every day because they don't have this thing that I've just written? How much are they losing? Or you could put it this way, are they losing money for not having this thing that I've just written? So you could make that question two in one. Are they losing money? Then how much are they losing per day, per week, per month for not having this thing I had just written? Number six, why don't they have this thing I have written so far? Why don't they already have it? What has prevented them from having it already? All right. What has prevented them from having it already? What are the obstacles? What has been those things that has prevented them from having it already? Finally, number seven, the perfect number. This thing I have written down, is it a need to my target audience or a want? Is it a need or a want? Can put the third one, or is it a combination of the two? Please realize that people pay premium for wants, not just need. The day a need becomes a want, it's worth more money. If it's just barely a need, if it's a want, so a need cater to technical needs. A want cater to emotional needs. So my solution, what I wrote that my product is doing, is there an emotional value inside that write-up that I wrote? What emotional satisfaction or accomplishment is the thing that I have written delivering to my target audience? So 7 things. Okay. That's a fantastic class, yeah? We're going to be dealing with all of these things during the month. So let's go to the third one, the C. The C stands for conversion strategy. The first one, the A, stands for audience knowledge. The P stands for product knowledge. And the C stands for conversion strategy. There are 6 main strategies that we use in order to generate sales for our businesses. I think there might be 7, but I'm just going to share 6 with you. Are you ready? Number 1. Now, before I share them, this C part is what happens when we are clear with A and we are clear with B. Then we marry A and B together using C. Is that clear? When we are clear with A and P, we use C to conjugably them together. Conjugate them. All right. That's what we do. So conversion is to change the state of somebody from one form to another. True of us. I want to change you from prospect to a customer. You change status. I want to change your status from one-time customer to repeat customer. That's a change of status. I want to change you from a stranger to a lead. That's a change of status. You see, conversion means different things at different level, depending on what it is you are selling. So, are you ready now? There are 6 things or 6 different strategies. Each of them have its own framework. And I'm going to be releasing a course very soon that is going to treat each of them and each of their framework, and it's going to give you tasks that you can perform for your business. The first one that I'm going to share, if you do it well, you can even get customer in your first day. Those of you in Nexa, you're going to do this in your 30 days challenge. The remaining 20 days of the 30 days challenge, these are what you're going to be repeating. So you're going to do number 1 and 2 every day for the next 20 days. And when you are done with it, you're going to continue to do it. All right. You can get a client in 1 day, in 24 hours. So I call that program that is coming Instant Customer Generator. Instant Customer Generator. You want to get customer right now to sell whatever you're selling, you use those frameworks. So I'm just going to list those 6 for you and maybe give you a little hint on what they mean, but we're going to go deeper into them throughout the month of February. We have about 3 more classes in February. Today is just the foundations. I'm covering everything in summary format today. Then I'm going to go deeper. Since there are 3 each week, like next week, we're going to deal with the audience stuff. The following week, we're going to deal with product stuff. And the final one, we're going to deal with this conversion strategy. And maybe by that time the course will be available and then you can buy it. It is going to cost you roughly about $70, I think $60 or so, to be able to access it. So you can start saving towards it right now. Okay, so let's get right into stuff. Number 1. Where's my mouse? Number 1, let me write it. Outbound. Outbound. What this means is you know your target audience already, bah. That's what we dealt with in A. You know about your product and what your product does for them already, bah. Good. Now you can recognize your target audience. Can you go on the internet and look for them Then after you have found them, you reach out to them. So reach out to enough of them so that a few who pay attention to you, you can have conversations with them. Is that clear? That's what we call cold reach out. You reach people who really don't know you before, but they are your target audience. You have found that thing that makes them, this person needs what I am selling. If you're selling food here, like Mary, you can look for Mary. You are there, B. Okay, where are you located? Let me use you as an example quickly. Type it for me. Type it so faster. Location. What part of Lagos? Mainland. All right. Do you have a restaurant or you do like delivery service and stuff? Which one? How does your food business work? It's an online vendor. I deliver when people order. Fantastic. This is perfect model. All right. Now, how many people can you make food for in a day? Right now, your current capacity. Let's assume you're cooking from your kitchen. Like to be fine, like how many food order do you think you can handle in a day? Food for 100 people in a day. So you can take about 100 order in a day. Good. In the next 3 months, you can actually have 100 people on retainer who will buy food from you every day at least once. Some will buy twice continuously. All you need is to define by paper which area of Lagos do I want my 100 customers to come from. Do I want them on the mainland? Which part of the mainland? Do I want them on the island? Which part of the island? When you locate these things and you know these things, the next thing you want to do is go on Instagram. When you get on Instagram, you want to type the location. Let's say Surulere is what you're targeting. You type Surulere. What are the main places in Surulere that people go to? You're going to now begin to see posts on Instagram that are tagged from Surulere. The people who make those posts are now your social media activity. You sit with them, check their profile out, comment on the stuff they do, then locate what we call lead magnets. A lead magnet is, in your case, maybe puff puff, maybe samosa, or some kind of little chewable something that you make the, you know, you are the best at it. You are very good at that thing. So you make some, and then when you start having conversation with these people online, you can tell them, I love the way you dress today. Our restaurant has made a special whatever, you give it some name, and we would like to send it to you for free. Just give us your address, we'll send it to you. That's all. And then when they give you the address, you send it to them. They eat it, they like it, they want more. Even if they don't want more of that thing, you have built relationship with that person. They can recommend you, they can order from you, can do so many things. So what's the first thing? Reach out to them, start conversation online, comment on their stuff, compliment them, and give them some kind of lead magnet. All right. So the margin in food is very high. So all this is going to cost you is probably delivery fee, and you can ask them to pay for their own delivery. You are sending free food to them. It is cost of acquiring customer. Rather than spending money on ads, you do this first, okay? And then reach out to them, send them that small. You can get a very small plate of rice, not the big bowl because they are no onijekuje. Just some small something. You can put. There's this little thing they used to put salad. There's a smaller one. You put sample of jollof, fried, whatever there. You have this very beautiful pack that you can do all this thing, no cost 2K. So if you're mass producing yourself, maybe 1K. You put it like that, arrange it in a very nice way, put whatever, and you send that box to these people. Remember, you're not looking for the whole Lagos, you're looking for 100 people that are going to be buying twice or three times on retainer. And you send it to them. I pray, please, if your food is not sweet, go to where they are learning it and learn how to cook, kill them kind of food. Because if your food is sweet, I'll give you an example. There was one lady, how that girl is so beautiful and her voice very lovely. So one of my girls that work for VAD Media invited her to come meet her at the studio in Lagos. And so I saw the lady. I like this girl, child. So and I said, "What do you do?" Sarah, she just resigned. She was working in the bank. It was stressful and whatever. Everybody wants to sleep with her because she's fine. And blah, blah, blah. So she's doing nothing now. She's looking for something to do. If I put you in front of camera, would you like it? I said, she doesn't mind. And I was like, okay, I'm going to put you in front of camera. Let's do stuff together and stuff. So the day she came to shoot at the studio, she said she was hungry, that she wanted to order jollof rice. And she ordered rice from one restaurant. I won't mention their name because they didn't pay me, but because their food is nice, I'll mention it. Molabat. Any of you know Molabat on the island? I don't know if they are on the mainland too, but the one from the island, they make this smoky jollof. Oh my goodness. Since that day that girl ordered extra jollof rice for me with turkey, Molabat has two things to their favor. Number one, their jollof rice is the best I've had in Lagos. Number two, they are the cheapest food ever. And I will order food 3 plates with two turkey or so. Molabat will tell me 15K. Excuse you. 15K is the price for one turkey in Black Bell or whatever nonsense place that I used to eat. And with that 15K, you are giving me 3 plates of food for 3 people with two turkey. Are you people stealing this turkey? But for whatever weird reason, I don't used to order food online, but I order these people like crazy. Do you understand? So if your food is sweet, half of your marketing is already done. The remaining is how to get people to taste it for the first time. Now, I'm giving you that strategy right now. So this is outbound. You chat them up, talk to them, familiarize with them. Don't start with food. Try to link. They might not answer you, but all you need to do is just simply comment on their posts. Remember, the people you are reaching is not celebrity, just normal, maybe worker 9 to 5 people or whatever in the area you are looking for, who may not be cooking themselves, who may need your food. All you are trying to give them is a great taste and more convenience. Simple as that. Then I'm going to use you for number 2. I'm going to get into that, but that is number 1. So you can do that till you have served that small box of food to 100 people in the area you want. This might cost you 200,000 investments. 200,000 investment. If you write this thing down very carefully, even OPay can give you loan. OPay, they give loan up to 500K. I hope anybody knows. There's one of the ladies that work for us at VAD Media that said, oh, she's selling perfume now. I said, this is nice stuff. So, she got the money from OPay. OPay gave her 500K. And she's to be paying back every month for 3 months. And that's where she got it. Some of you don't know that your bank has some loan scheme that can actually help you. So you can approach some of these people, show them this plan. What's the minimum order that somebody who is on retainer ordering one food will be buying? Maybe 5K, maybe 10K food per day. All right. You can give them a monthly package. So for every month, they just pay and you deliver food for them every day for that month. And when you multiply that by 100 that you have capacity for, you are shocked. You make that money back in a week from them, the 200K you invested into 100 of them. All right. So that's one thing you can do on outbound. Now, for the rest of you, this means find your target audience. You know what your product can do for them already. Then reach out to them. All right. I've taught you pain point economy. You start your conversation around pain points. And then you guys can begin to talk. And before you know what's happening, you tell them stuff. So if you are broke today and you have a skill or your product, you have a product, you are broke because you are lazy. Laziness is not necessarily something of shame or something terrible. Laziness could just mean inadequate knowledge, because every lazy person is diligent at something. Do you agree? Do you agree? There are some lazy people in this class. You are lazy to watch training, but you can binge watch Bridgetti, what they call those long drama stuff. Yeah, there's one of the ladies at the studio in Lagos. She has watched Stranger Things, five, what they call this thing? Five, is the episode that be season. How do you sit down and watch 5 seasons back to back? How? You are not lazy. You are just diligent at the wrong thing. Do you understand? So if you're here, you say, I'm lazy. No. You're diligent at the wrong thing. So you're lazy at the thing that actually moved the needle. This thing I'm telling you, if you will go and do them, you will not be coming here to be complaining. Your life will not have complaints again. Tomorrow is Monday, it's the beginning of the month. All of you that have up to 100 followers on Instagram, send all of them a DM. Happy New Month. Some of them have never even chatted them before. Happy New Month. I notice we are following each other and we have never chatted. All right? Let me reintroduce myself. My name is XYZ and I do this for this or this. If you ever need this, I am your person. I will sort you out. You're not even talking from I'm selling a product. You're talking about the transformation your product brings for people. So, for example, if I'm doing it, I say, my name is Sam Harvard, and I help business owners generate more revenue so they can live the life of their dream. So, if at all you need more money, I am your guy. Just chat me. Does that sound like I'm selling something? Somebody might even misunderstand that and say, actually, I need money. I want to pay my rent. I say, fantastic. How much is your rent? So it's 2 million. How much have you raised? Oh, I've only raised 100K. I need 1.9. Oh, that's fantastic. So, sir, can I send my account number? Say, no, I'm actually going to teach you how to raise emergency 2 million in 1 week. But you need to pay me 50K from the 100K you have raised so that I can give it to you. So you have two choices. Keep your 100K and be wondering where your 1.9 is going to come from, or part with 50K, get my knowledge and raise 2 million. The choice is yours. Closed. That's it. Bam. Simple. So from somebody that is broke, that is looking for 1.9 million, I don't make 50K. I don't move to the next person. Now it's not between that person and his God or our God if they go and apply what I just taught them. Somebody sent me a message today, said, oh, I so much I want to thank you for the stuff you've done. Where's the screenshot? I think I took a screenshot of it. They said this really worked. In less than 3 hours, I made 95K from what you taught. This is so amazing. This is somebody that paid for one of my stuff yesterday, 7 p.m. Today, by 8 p.m. in 24 hours, he sent me a message. He said he tried it, and in 3 hours, he has generated 95,000. I don't know if can you see it? This really work. In less than 3 hours, I got 95K from 17%. Do you see? So I am not telling you, Bobo, this works. So I'm sure there's about 2,000 people that have bought this same thing that this guy bought. I don't know if others have made money and refuse to come and share. Remember the story of Jesus healing 10 lepers. Only one come back to say, God, I am clean. No, say, no be 10 of now we clean. Why be it only you now come? You understand? So women will always be like that. They will chop you and go. It doesn't mean tomorrow when they are dragging you, they won't come and, this guy, I've always wondered. It's like that. God will judge some people in this life. Oh, through the things I did, you made your first million, and you join them to drag me because your expectation did not happen at the time it's supposed to happen. I'm building business. So you invested because the thing we invested in has not brought money for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Then the same me that God used to help raise you at some point has now turned to Ole. It is well. Oh. Anyway, let's leave that. Where are we? Number 1, outbound. Who's ready for number 2? Is the opposite of that. It's called inbound. How many of you will buy this course when it comes out? And give me 222 if you will buy this course when it comes out. This is me just what do you call it? Raking the surface. I've not touched the framework already. I'm only reading it to you and explaining the meaning. Like that outbound that we just did have framework. This inbound where I want to talk, it get framework. So inbound is when the customer, the target audience come to you. You did not go to them. They are the one who come to you. And how are they going to come to you? Through your content. So let me give you an example. Mary can begin to make content about nutritional value of different food, how to calculate calories, how to calculate blood sugar stuff, about different kinds of things about food. You can even use all this AI thing that is now raining that I mentioned earlier to be talking about different food. What eating too much of this does for you. So this video is for those of you who love noodles. Noodles is dealing with you, but the reality is, how can you still eat noodles and still be healthy? It's because your noodles needs to have 3 key things. Number 1, it needs to have chicken, it needs to have vegetable, it needs to have this, and then you show them how you make it, and this. Oh God, everybody will. Before you know what's happening, people will be sending messages. Can I buy your noodles? Can I buy your noodles? There's a lady that sells shawarma on TikTok. I've ordered shawarma from her twice. One shawarma is 16,000 naira. Who knows that person? I don't know. Some of you might have seen her ads before. How did I buy? She made a video talking about what she went through to make that shawarma. That was the first video I saw. How she went to the market, how she bought the kind of meat she bought, how many hours she had to bake the meat to marinate to. She said some jargon things. How many this thing, how the cream. And by the time she finished it, oh my God, my mouth was filled with saliva. Like, I don't know where I picked my phone. I sent the message. I want one. After I bought that one, I ordered again, second time, 16K for one shawarma. Only they are selling 3,000 in mega chicken. So you can make content that now bring customers to you. So maybe you can start making content about the benefit of ugu, how to measure this, how to do this, all those things bring people to you. So that's number 2. I'm rushing. I'm supposed to have finished this class like 40 minutes ago. Number 3 is called sponsored ads. Sponsored ads is number 2 on steroid. You make content, but this time around you use money to boost the content to your target audience. So they now see your content by force, by fire. Excuse me, and then they come to you. That's what sponsored ads is. So if your content is terrible, if you run ads with it, you are going to get terrible results. But if your content is good, when you run ad with it, you're going to get good results. As simple as that. Number 4 is called affiliate marketing or affiliate sales, as it were. So affiliate sales simply means you pay some people to talk about your product. It could be influencer marketing, it could be affiliate marketing, it could be UGC. whatever. You pay them for them to recommend your stuff. But the payment, this is where it's different, is based on the sales they generate. You know, a UGC person is not necessarily paid based on sales, except it is an established brand that is reaching out to them. Because I don't think there's any influencer in the world today that Coca-Cola will meet, or Apple or Tesla, and they say, we want you to be making videos for our stuff, but we won't pay you. But for every Tesla we sell, we'll give you 0.001%. How many people know that there's no influencer that will not jump on that? Why? Because they already know how big Tesla is and they know the numbers. So Tesla is not upcoming. They don't have a doubt that Tesla will sell. Uh-huh. But a lot of influencers does not even trust their own ability to convert. Hence, they are going for pay me first. Whereas people like Beyonce and her husband became billionaire because they decided to take profit share from a deal they could have just collected money, PM and go. But they said, no, give us partnership, give us stock option. And today, that made them a billionaire. So you can get people who promote your stuff like Nessa as affiliates. Those affiliates, they like the stuff, they recommend it, they get 50%. Number 5 is similar to affiliate, but two things are different. It's called customer recommendation. Why is this different from affiliate marketing? Under customer recommendation, they are first a customer. They have also bought the thing. All right. And the thing delivered as promised. Hence, they recommend you. This can happen organically on its own, but you could also influence or create the environment to make it happen. Do you get me? You can influence or create the environment that makes this happen. You don't have to reward them, and you could reward them with more product later, or you just goodwill. Number 6, partnership. Who is currently selling to your target audience? Really, you're asking 6 or 5. Mary wants to know how to create environment to make it happen. It will cost you. Unless confidence is here and she says my project is ready, then I will now share. Confidence, Alpha. By your hand, though. You are the one hindering Mary's destiny. Huh? Comfy. Is he ready? Confidence is our side. Sorry. Confidence is your village people today. I shall not be explaining that. So number 1 is outbound. Number 2 is inbound. Number 3 is paid ads. Number 4 is affiliate marketing. Confidence say this week. Your this week better be tomorrow. If not, I am going to fly back into that country and I will use Soja and Wike to come to your office. Please, so tomorrow. They said next week. This week call week Disney. This week has 7 days. Valentine is coming. Okay. So number 4 is affiliate marketing. Affiliate is not showing up. Okay. We have touched the affiliate last night, so please check it. There are some changes we have made to it, so I think you should be able to access it today. So customer recommendation and then partnership. Now, on the partnership, who is the person selling to your target audience? They're selling a different product or a different service to the same kind of people you want to sell to. Can you go and partner with them? Say, I'm going to supply my product, some of my product for free, or can I leverage on your stuff and partner with what you're doing so that my product can also go to these people? Or I want to partner with what you're doing so that I get visibility to your audience. I'm not selling to them. I'm going to pay money to support what you are doing, but in return, you're going to give me opportunity to showcase myself and build relationship and networking with your people who are my target audience. One lady reached out to me. There's an organization, one of the biggest women organization in Nigeria or Africa, actually, not just Nigeria. Someone connected her to the leader of that organization, and she went to meet the leader. And all the ladies in that organization was called this lady's target audience. So she wanted to go and meet the lady and say, "Your people are my target audience. This and this and this is what I do for them." I said, while you are good, before you start saying that, first address the person. Ma, I could do this and this and this for you, and I'm going to do it for free. And these are what is going to be the outcome. In return, I want you to give me access to your community so that I can help them as well. I said, deliver it like that, and you will see the miracle of the Lord. Because such organization can write you one check for billions. One. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to see you next week. We're going to take this thing one after the other. Have you learned something? Have you learned something? All right. Thank you very much. Get to you next week. God bless you. Have a lovely evening.
It's Glitz on the bit.